Hey guys, Rick at Healing Field Farm. It is a beautiful morning. It's about 40 degrees. It's supposed to be up in the 60s today. You can see the snow is finally really starting to melt out. There is quite a bit still out on the main field, but the upper portions have started to melt pretty good. We got rain coming the next couple days, and hopefully that will really alleviate whatever's left here. So last night I did get the soffit vents done in the afternoon, and I did get the chicken coop set up on its posts, and it's all attached. So now I can work on starting to finish that off. Shouldn't take too long, couple days. I gotta go get some lumber, and we'll have to get some metal roofing, and then really just build the door. And we are going to build a runoff off the front, and then they'll have a good size area where they can go out and scratch when they're not out in the chicken tractor. So our son did finally get up here. He arrived around 7 last night, and we're working on setting up his camper for him. I got to get him a water tank and stuff. He bought it and with his own money, and he didn't know anything about them. We don't really know anything about them, but it's missing a few things, so he's going to have to go get those today, and we'll have him set up hopefully by this evening, and he'll be good. And then down in the lower field today, we're going to work on the greenhouse. It's cleared out enough where I can put the bottom frame together. And I do have to go to town hall and get a building permit before I start. Don't need any hassle or trouble, so $20 for a building permit, is what it is. Rather not have to, but you still got to follow the laws on your homestead sometimes. So but basically I've got the timbers out, and I'm just going to build a frame for the base out of 4x4s, and then I will get some brackets, and I'll screw it down, the greenhouse down onto it. So the greenhouse we ordered on Amazon, and it's fairly inexpensive. I think it was around $100, and it was really the one with the best reviews as far as sturdiness. But a lot of them, from what we've read, they don't really hold up to the wind all that well. And that's why we picked this location down here, because it's kind of blocked by the trees, and we do get some really heavy gusts of 40 to 60 mile an hour sometime. Mount Katahdin's not that far off, and we get the winds come right down that mountain, and it can be quite treacherous when it gets blowing. So that's why we're doing the base, so that we can attach it, and then I will reinforce it with some 2x4s and stuff, just to make sure it's nice and solid. And we went with the cheaper one. Obviously everybody wants a hoop house, and that'd be great, but they're thousands of dollars, and that's not an investment we wanted to make right off the bat. So we went with this cheaper one, and it's 7 feet wide by 15 feet long and 7 feet high. It'll be a little higher because it's going to be on the base. And it's just like 1-inch metal tubing, and from what I've read, it goes together really well. It takes people a couple hours just to do it by themselves. So I may not put the cover on today. I'm really just gonna try to get the frame done, and then I want to make sure that it's braced really well before I put that cover on, because once that wind starts blowing and catches that, it could be a whole different ballgame. So this is what we're going to be focusing on today, and working on the chicken coop, hopefully a little bit. I did get some hardware cloth yesterday to use as the flooring, and then that'll make it a lot easier to clean out, because I can just scrape it out and then hose it down if need be, and then collect all that chicken manure and use it in the compost and garden and such. So those are the projects we got going on today, and yeah, I think that's it. So I got the initial frame bolted together. I'll tighten it once I get it together. I was going to do the base first, but then I got thinking, just because it says it's 7x15 doesn't mean that's exactly how it'll come together. So it's light enough that I can move it around, and once I get it together, then I'll get a good accurate measurement and go from there and build the base. Okay, so we got the frame all bolted together. It is a little wavy at the moment, but once I get the base under it and get it fastened down, Sarah just went down. She's going to pick up some conduit clamps and we'll use that to fasten it to the base. Overall, it went together pretty flawlessly. Few things I will say is that they should have used carriage bolts instead of these hexagon ones, because once you get that fabric on there, that's just going to rub, and that's just asking to start having tears. And then the stuff's like an inch in diameter, but it is pretty thin, and it bolts together fairly tight. But the steel on it would have been nice if it was a little bit thicker, not so flexible, because as you're tightening down, it does start to form. And then the only other downside that I can really see is where your roof pieces connect. There's no bolts there, so it's kind of like freestanding, which will just kind of make it really flimsy because it's not attached the way it needs to be. So I'll probably just put some duct tape around those seams just to help hold them together. But other than that, it went up pretty good. It took me about an hour and a half to get framed up and put together. And then I'm going to work on the base now, and then once I get it fastened to the base, I'll put the cover on. And I'll show you guys that tomorrow. But overall, pretty productive morning. Hopefully this greenhouse will be done by tomorrow. I know we do have some rain coming, so I'd like to get it done today. But other than that, that's our day, and then I'll probably work on the chicken coop a little bit more later. So thanks for watching today, guys. This has been day 12 of the 100-day homestead challenge, and we're just plugging along, trying to get all these things crossed off our list and be ready. So Sarah, if you didn't watch last night's video, Sarah introduced our dogs and the new addition that we'll have in about 8 weeks of our goats.
Honey, there's the little girl. Hello.
2 Nubians, very beautiful, very nice. We're really excited to get them here on the farm with the chickens. And then we'll probably also be getting some other goats. We have reached out to some other people as well, so those will be coming. We should have pigs coming next month, and we'll probably get some meat birds and some turkeys here at some point as well. So, but again, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do follow us on this journey of 100 days to get our homestead up and running, a small farm. Hopefully we can make a living out of it as well. It was really the main goal in doing this. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.